Anthony, and welcome to Life with Anthony. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope that you guys are doing well out there. I just wanted to come on today and give you guys an update on what's been going on with me. Last week was a very challenging week with me. A couple things happened, and I thought I'd come on today and share with you what's been going on. So, as you guys are aware, I was scheduled to work a 12-hour shift all last week. It actually started off Saturday of last week when I started my 12-hour shift, and then I was off Sunday, and then Monday I started the consecutive days of 12-hour shift. So I went in Monday, did my 12 hours, went in Tuesday, did my 12 hours, Wednesday rolled around, and then that's when things just kind of started going downhill for last week. First of all, I was exhausted from working the 12 hours. I mean, even though I had that Sunday night off break, then I continued with working Monday and Tuesday night. I was still exhausted after working 2 consecutive 12-hour shifts. Not only was I exhausted from that, I came down with a cold. Yes, it was like everything up in here was so congested. My throat was groggy, and I could hardly breathe. And I was just like, okay. Now, this is something that I am familiar with my body, so I didn't automatically think, oh my God, maybe I have COVID. No, I didn't think that at all, because this is something that I go through almost once every year. Now, normally it's in like September, but this time it happened earlier in this year. So I kind of didn't panic or whatever, because again, I was familiar with that and my body and everything. So I called out from work. It was the kind of congestion. Yeah, I didn't go to work because, one, I was exhausted, and two, the cold had came down on me. So it was the kind of congestion up in here where it felt like it was always something in my nose that I need to blow. And you know, you blow and nothing comes out. And that is, to me, one of the most horrible feelings when, you know, it comes to sickness and everything, is when you have that feeling of you need to blow your nose, but nothing comes out when you blow it. And so Thursday, I decided to get up and go get some cough syrup. And I went to Rite Aid and bought me some Dayquil. Now, let me just say this. I don't know how the heck Rite Aid is still in business. If you have a Rite Aid and know what Rite Aid is, I don't know how that place is still in business. They are high as heck. I mean, I went in there and got this Dayquil, and I needed some mouthwash, and I got some Listerine. 2 items cost me $16. I was like, because you know, when you're not feeling well, you just want to go to the closest place, pick it up, and then get back in the house or whatever. And so that's what I did. And Rite Aid was just a half a block up the street, so I went to Rite Aid. $16. This thing here costs like $10, probably $11, because the mouthwash was what, $5, and I was just like, oh, how is this place still in business? So I started chugging this down like every 6 hours, because it's recommended that you don't use more than 4 doses in a 24-hour period of time. So I said, okay, I'm going to take it every 6 hours. I feel a lot better now. Here we are, like 5 days later from when the colds first initiated. But I do feel a lot better now. And I'm also back to my normal work schedule this week. I was off this weekend, thank the goodness. And I'm back to my normal 8-hour shift this week, thank goodness. Because if I was on another week of 12 hours, I would not have made it. I'm telling you now. I know that I would have called out another day this week. But I'm not on 12 hours. Now, on top of me having to get through a week of 12-hour shifts and my cold, my mother took sick. back in Baltimore. I got a message from my sister on Friday saying that my mother was taken to the hospital, and she had chest pains and shortness of breath. So they admitted her to the hospital, and my sister asked if I could come down there because she was scheduled to go out of town. So I told her that I would go down on Sunday and visit my mom. So Saturday came around, and then late Saturday I got another message from my sister saying that my mom is still in the hospital and that she cannot have visitors. So there was no need for me to come down. So I wasn't able to go down yesterday to see my mom because she's still in the hospital. I did talk to my mother yesterday morning, and she's feeling a lot better than when she initially went into the hospital. So, and she's having a procedure today, and she should be going home shortly after the procedure today. So I will give her a call later on before I lay back down to get my final hours of sleep before I get up and go to work, and see how she's doing, is she home, and all that good stuff. So, but for now, this is a procedure that my mom said she had before, so she's familiar with it. And so prayers to my mom that the procedure go well and she come out of it. I mean, it's something. And when I think about just that incident right there, of what's going on with my mom and her illness and everything, I cannot help for the life of me to think, I don't want to work anymore. Now, what's the relevancy of that? Is because my mom is 70, will be 78 this year. And I feel like, why do we have to work so far into our lives and then have many of us, or many people, have so few more years to live after they stop working? I tell my friends all the time, I don't want to work. I don't. If I had the financial means right now, I would not be working. I would get rid of all this stuff in this apartment. I will hop in my little SUV. I will go down, because nothing would please me better. I am not a beach person, but nothing would please me better to be just standing down somewhere in Florida right now, just watching the beach, watching the ocean, watching the water, feet in the sand. Just, out there living in nature, very much like Brian from Adventure Van Man, very much like him, and I keep telling myself to just go for it. Just quit your job, sell everything you can sell, and just go for it, And I am just like, I wish. But I'm telling you guys now, I don't want to work, and I'm going to stop working next year. You watch. I'm going to stop working next year. I have been crunching some numbers to see how much money I need to pay my bills if I was not working, and roughly it's like $1,000 a month, which includes me having my own independent health insurance, because once I get rid of all this stuff, the only bills I would have is my car payment, my car insurance, and my cell phone, technically, and then whatever health insurance I pick up. So right now, my savings is more crucial to me than any other time, because I now have a good idea of what I need to save to at least take care of myself for at least a year. And if we're talking $1,000 a month, I almost have that already. To be honest with you, I almost have that. By the end of my overtime spurt, July, August, September, when we do our everyday working. Remember last summer when I was just exhausted with working every day? Well, we're about to get into that a few months from now. But I can really save up a few $1,000s during that little 2.5 month time. And I'm pretty sure that I will be at that point where I would then have enough money for $1,000 a month for me to live off. And so from that point on until next year, September, when this lease is up, all that savings will be my extra money, so to speak, beyond the $1,000 that I would need to make. So I would have 1 year to, live and pay my bills and figure it out from there. And I just want to, oh gosh, I'm telling you, y'all looking at a person that just want to relax. I'm serious. I just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of my life. I just don't want to be working the next 10, 12 years. I don't want to do that. I just want to be out there again. Just the freedom of it. I think back when I did quit my job in 2016. I went out. I did go about it the wrong way, in a sense, but I have a lot more awareness now than I did back in 2016 when I made that move. And I made that move once. I'm not afraid to do it again, but I'm being a little more cautious and a little more wiser this time. This time I'm making sure that my finances are far more in place than what they were back in 2016 when I did that. So, but if luck have it, I'm not going to work. Next year, September, it's going to be it for me. It's going to be it. Because like I said, I will have that year amount of paying my bills around September of this year. I will have that year. And from September until the next year September, again, will just be that added money that I would need, So I just see it. I visualize it. I see me not working next year at the end of September. I see it. Yes, if you see it, you can believe it. You can make it happen. And I'm out. I don't want to work. It's becoming so incredibly difficult for me to get up and go to work. And I feel that way for a reason. Nobody feels that way almost every day if it's not for a reason. I feel that way for a reason. And I'm going to make it happen. I am going to make it happen. And I know that there are a few of you out there that can relate to it. That can relate to it, who just want to just go for it. But for one reason or another, whether it's you don't have enough finances or you're afraid to do it, but you just think about it all the time and you want to do it. So I think that I have rambled enough for you guys, but this is a true to heart feeling of mine. I know that on my channel I have mentioned and said so many things that I did not go through with. And I know those of you who follow me for a long time probably heard it all before from me. But guess what? You're going to continue to hear it all from me until I get where I want to be. And that is not working, just relaxing so that I can focus on me. Focus on me. And focus on my YouTube channel. Those are the only two things I want to focus on when I start working. Focus on me, making sure that I can become a little healthier than I am now, and that I can place more time and energy into my YouTube channel. I can't help but think that if I was still in the van life, where would my YouTube... And don't get me wrong, my not wanting to work has nothing to do with kind of enhancing my YouTube channel. I genuinely do not want to work anymore. Whether I had a YouTube channel or not, I genuinely do not want to work anymore. But that's it. I need to get it together, because I won't say that I'm not happy right now, because I'm always a chipper person. I'm always laughing and, just a fun person in general. But this is something I feel is a necessity for me in my life. And I need to relax, With that being said, thank you guys for lending me your ears and letting me cry in your ears today and randomly go on and on. But as always, thank you guys so very much for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that already. And I will see you guys very, very soon.